Hello everyone, it's Paula here. I am here to share my latest boho journal with you. This one is another custom boho journal that I made using a lot of Sheila's from Boho Daydreams little saris. I love them, they're so pretty. I just love making these because they're so fun. Oh, I got this rope right here from my friend Miss Vonnie. And this stuff came from a local vintage store that I had. And I think this came from Vonnie as well. But the rest of these saris came from Sheila's. And I will link, I know y'all know who Sheila is by now. But I will link her Etsy below. And yes, they are amazingly beautiful. And I just kind of sewed some leftover pieces and cute little boho looking stuff on here. This piece right here came from Trina. And this one I'm pretty sure that's Sheila's, but I'm not sure. And yeah, let's show you the whole shebang. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Try to flatten her out so you can see it all. I love all of these. I can just stare at this. It's kind of like touch therapy. I swear. I love it so much. And I just sewed all of this to muslin. Or actually, I think it was drop cloth. This one was sewed to drop cloth, painting drop cloth. And then I just went over it and put the trims on. And on the inside is, this is, excuse me, wool felt. And I don't know, I just love the feel of it. I just love everything about it. And she has 4 signatures. She's a little chunky monkey. And inside I used My Porch Prints and, oh my goodness, maybe it'll come to me as I come to it, but there's a lot of My Porch Prints in here, and I love her store. It's got so much beautiful stuff in it. Okay, let's start. This is just, I folded it. It was too long, so I scooted this over and sewed it in, and then just flipped this and made 2 little pockets right here. And inside I have this vintage postcard, which I got at my local vintage store from 1961. That's so cool. Shipped to Colorado. And then I just have a little glassine bag with a tag in there. Over here, I have this little tag sewed onto cardstock. And then this vintage postcard, which I love. I think came from Irene, my friend Irene. And over here, Trina gave me this. And I think it's super cute and boho looking. So I stuck her in this journal. So I don't know where this came from, but I know Trina gave it to me. Well, I took it out of her stash. Because that's what we do. We just pilfer each other's stashes when we go to each other's houses. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I want it for my journal. So she just gave it to me. And I stitched around this little My Porch Prints. I won't say that a million times, but I'll link her below because she does have some gorgeous stuff. And I gotta sit down so that way you guys, maybe the lighting would be a little better. Maybe. I don't know. I'm hoping. Okay. And I just did a little doily right here. And I used some random papers out of my stash. Let's make sure this is in frame and I just won't move it. How's that? And over here is the other part of the little CD holder. And I just put this, which I think is Tracy Fox, I believe. Her little tea card. And And this is the green kit, piece of the green kit. And it's got, goodness, Paula. It's got some strings on it. Let me cut that off. That's too long. There we go. And this is another really old vintage photo. Hoping you can see it. It's so cool. I just love these photos. Love them. Get in there. And this is just a little card I had stuck in there for extra writing. Coffee dyed paper, some fabric washi. I guess I have to stand up because I'm afraid you're not going to be able to see it, and I'll get out of frame. And this is out of an old book that I have, a gardening book. And this idea came from, oh my goodness, I watch her all the time on YouTube. Oh my goodness, hold on, I gotta make sure I know who this is. Okay, sorry about that. I just want to give credit where credit is due. I seen this done on Roxy's Creations on YouTube. I watch her, been watching her videos lately, and she does such amazing work. It's just beautiful work. And so I just kind of created a couple little flip pockets like she did in some of her journals. And this is just some ephemera. Come on. And I just washi taped it on. And there's a little tag up here. And I just love the way those lay like that. That's so cute. And this is just an old piece of book page. Some old book page here. Children's workbook or whatever that was. Some ledger paper, and here is a pocket I made with some, I think this is Artie Mae's actually. And then inside, excuse me, I don't know why I have such a yucky voice this morning. And it's just a little pocket I made, so cute. Did some layering on it out of book page, and this, I think this came from my friend Irene as well. More washi, little flip. The other side of that book page. This is Pride and Prejudice book page. And this is just a little envelope I clipped on there that I got from Trina. And a postcard. And some snippet tabs there. Edith Holden book page with this journaling card. And we have these two. I sewed around this one. And this one is just cardstock, and I just sewed some snippets to it. I love it. I love all the, this, boho to me is just mismatched everything, you know. I made a book page over here. This is a bag, and I just did some collaging on there. Excuse me, and put that in there, and this one behind it. Sewed onto cardstock, and then this guy. I just love the way that looks. And this is a really old photo, and it has the old tape and everything on there. That's not washi tape, that's actually the tape, and I love it. I love it when it does that. Those are my favorites. And over here is another one of Roxy Creations ideas that I got inspired by. Making these little pockets that all go different directions. I just think they're so cute. She had 3 different ones. I just added this one down here. I just think that's so cute. And I just added these little tags wherever you want to put them. Oh, it goes this way. Oh my goodness, Paula. I just think they're so cute. Just like that. Or maybe I should do it like this. I can't remember how I had it, so it doesn't stick out too far and get bent. And there we go. some more Pride and Prejudice book page. I just put washi in the middle because it's so old and fragile that I just didn't want it to rip. Some more book page. Another pocket from Sheila's Beautiful Fabrics. And these two journaling cards. And over here, I just did a little flip out of this vintage letter. And I just attached it with fabric. So, because washi tape doesn't always stick, and I wanted it to stick good. And I just sewed all this cuteness on here. And use this tag inside. That way it can still be written on down here. I love the feel of that too. Another book page. And I just added this little collage with this journaling card. I better hurry up because this video is going to be massive if I don't. A little tuck spot collage there. This is Artie Mazes, and I just added that little word tile from Tim Holtz. This is an old vintage page out of a music magazine that I have, which I'm going to make a cover, I think, out of this, but it's out of this magazine, and I think I'm going to make a cover out of that. But I love it so much that I just, glued it in so she could read the whole thing, or she can do whatever she wants to it. I just think it's so cool. On the other side of Pride and Prejudice, another book page pocket that I made. And just did some layering right there with all the fancy stuff. And I'll link everybody's, I'm sorry if I don't remember everybody's things, but I will try to link where I've got all of these cute little pieces below. So that way you guys can go over there and get them because they are so pretty. And I just love them. Maybe this is supposed to, nope, that's supposed to go in there. And this is just a little letter from, I think it's a granddaughter to a grandparents. And I just put the whole letter inside here. This letter was actually in this envelope right here. But I wanted to include it in the journal. And then this big journaling card. Oh, book page. I think this came from Irene as well. And this is just a floating envelope that I made out of some wallpaper. And I just add this little pocket and put these cute little tags in there. And inside are these two little tags. And it's just a little, come here, just a little hiding, floating envelope thing, and you can journal on the back. I was going to glue it in, and I'm like, no, that's a waste of journaling space, so I just put a paper clip on it, so you can move it wherever you want. A little napkin, and I just glued this piece of paper that I had sitting here to this, so you could journal on it, and then maybe put a photo there. And here is the clock that I just tucked in here. Some washi. There's the other side of the bag, which I didn't put anything in. I did the same thing there because I kind of like that look. And this also came from Irene. And oh my goodness, it's so cool. So old. I just love this. So I clipped it in here for her. She can have that. And over here is just a little, this also I stole out of Trina's. Because I'm like, oh, that looks like boho. I gotta have it. So she gave it to me. I don't have these fabrics, but I love that little fabric. It's just on that paper clip that's holding this, is all that is. And a little, I don't know if you can see, if it's too far away, if you can actually see it. I just did a snippet belly band. And another one of my little clustered journaling tags that I love to make. Those are so fun. some washi, book page, flips out. Some more of that learning, old vintage paper. And here is just a little cluster tuck spot that I did. I love all that. Just out of some stuff that was laying on my desk that I love. And this tag behind there. Some children's workbook. And another little, oh, so pretty, from Sheila's Boho Daydreams snippet right here. And I just added Tim Holtz in this little vintage piece right there. And then here are two tags that go inside there. Come on, Paula, get with it. Another Pride and Prejudice. And here is a little, just a little boho looking paper clip I did. And with that tag. And over here is another old flyer for movies and things that young lady back in the day had this and sent it to her grandparents. And it's so cool. I just love that. She was in college and she just sent that to her grandparents. Probably telling them where she went to and what she did. And here is a old seam binding cover. And I just did some collaging over it. And I just thought it was super cool. So I put it in here thinking it looked a little perfect for this journal. Another piece of fabric flip that I got from Trina's stash because I loved it all. I'm like, give me that. I want it. Can I have it, please? And she gave it to me. So, and I love this tag that I made. I just love the colors on it and stuff. And another one of those really old envelopes. Even the envelopes were smoother back in the day. Oh, I just love it so much. This is from 1964. Let me get my glasses on. Yeah, 1964. Oh, the paper was just crazy amazing then. And I just tucked this in there behind that one. And here is some more. I just folded this whole page, whoops, and clipped it on here because old vintage. And then there's this old advertisement for perfume and things. I just love it. She can take it and use it in different journals and things if she would like. I like to share. I have so much of this that I just want to share it in my journal so you could take it out and use it for ephemera or, you know, layering and stuff. Because it's just super cool to read it and things. Here is another floating pocket that I made out of this little girl. She's so cute. And I just put these two journaling cards. This one is sewn on. Put those inside. Anything else? Oh, no, nothing else in there. My hands are not cooperating, but I just think she's so cute. And I just layered this underneath it, this little cute doily, like so. And then over here, this fell out, is a journaling tag. I had way too long of a thing on there. And I just tucked it. You could tuck it there or under there. Another little paper snippet right here that I used some Tsunami Rose in. And then this is an actual old photo right there. I don't know if you can see it very well. But she's petting a dog and it just looks cool. I love it. Sewed it onto that tag. This is just folded up coffee dyed paper that I added a flower to. And I will link where I got these flowers also. And here's another little thing. I just dangled it off of this page. This flips open. And this journaling card. I also got this from Trina. She had a bunch of green things. I'm like, I need all those for my journal. They're so cute. She wasn't using them, so she gave them to me. And I made these two. Did a little layering with those flowers and those. And over here is another vintage envelope, which I love, and I sewed on there. This is just coffee dyed paper and a postcard, and I just did that layering of this so you can still flip it up and see the writing on it. And I love that, but I sewed it to this, and on this side I just added this flower, and this is embossed. Oh, it's not even a stamp. I think it's embossed on there or something. From oh my goodness, let me see. 1935 from Idaho. I love that. I just can't believe it. This is just a piece of the letter that came with it in pencil, so you can't really even see it, but it's old and I love it, so I just stuck it back in there. It's kind of hard to get in and out because it's so fragile, but I love it so much. And this is some old wallpaper, vintage wallpaper, dollhouse paper. And in here, this says Amelia right on it. And this is going to Amelia. And this is so old. I got this from Irene. And I love it. I love it. I'm like, oh, that's got to go in her journal for sure. And so I tuck that in there. And then this, maybe this lady's name's Amelia. You never know. Or maybe her name's Amelia. I love it. Tuck that in there. And then on the back, I just did this napkin on a glassine bag. And I think this is already in. Oh, this is the other side of that other one that's already in this book. And just put some Tim Holtz people in this little word towel. And that is this cute, amazing fatty. I have to do a video on her so I can get her out in the mail. And yeah. Thank you so much for sticking with me for 22 minutes if you're still here. And please subscribe if you're not. And I love you all and see you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.